Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to do block 7 in our countdown to Christmas quilt along. It's the block of the month. On the first Sunday of every month, I release the next block. So that would be today. So for that, you are going to need fabric A and C are the same. You'll need two 3.5-inch squares and one 7.25-inch square. B and E are the same, and you will need one 4-inch square and one 3.5 by 9.5-inch rectangle. And D, you will need two 5-inch by 9.5-inch rectangles. So if you want to take a screenshot of that, go right ahead. But to get started, we are going to make a gift box. So we're going to take D and E and we're going to put them like this. So this is so we can put this one on the machine as we're doing the other part of this block. So we're going to lay those to the side and those to the side, and those are just going to be up here for me to grab when we get to that point. Now we are going to cut fabric B in half diagonally. That is our 4-inch square. Just in half once diagonally, and we're going to use both those pieces. Now C, we're going to cut in half diagonally twice. So we are going to cut it, let's move it up here. We're going to cut it in half on the diagonal this way. And my ruler has this line here, so you can line it up corner to corner, which is great, and that's what I usually do. But also this line will be right on the edge of the fabric. Now, we only need one of these. So I'm just going to lay this one to the side. I'll put it with the rest of the scraps from this and make something else sometime. Now, we are going to cut this in half one more time. So I'm going to turn it like this so I can line this line right up on there. And that's how I know I'm going to be in the middle down here, that it's straight, because I don't have the other point to line that up with. So then we only need one of this. Now we are going to turn this into a flying geese block, just like that. Now this was the pattern that I was looking at, called for 3 7/8. I don't play that game, so I am going to use the 4-inch and just trim it down. So we're going to just lay this here, and I'm lining it up with the bottom edge. And I'm going to use my mini simple folded corners ruler. And I am going to line it up correctly. Just take your time. Now, you don't have to do it this way. In fact, I don't know if you guys have this, so I won't. But I am going to just go sew down the side here. It would just trim off the dog ears, but we're just going to go sew down the side, and I'll be right back. And this is the point where I will take these two pieces of the gift box and sew them together to get that other piece off my machine. So I just wanted to let you know that, and then I'll be right back. All right, so we're going to then iron this open. And now we'll do it again with this side. And then to get this one off, I'm going to sew that to the other side of my gift box, my other, excuse me, piece that's on the machine. So I'm going to do those, and I'll be right back. All right, so now we have to trim this to 3.5 by 6.5. Now I just happen to have this small flying geese ruler that the finished size is 3 by 6, which is what I need. So I'm gonna, well, I am gonna use it, but I'm gonna show you how to do it the other way also, like if you don't have that ruler. So you would want to put, this is not the ruler I need. Because you want one with the diagonal there. Let me pause you one more time and try to find that ruler. Okay, well, I can't find it. I do apologize. I'm going to show you different ways, and then I'm going to use that tool. So, let's not have that glare. So, I also have this. It is square on a square 6-inch trim tool. So, this actually would also do it if you take any one of the sides and put that as your flying geese. Let's move this up a little. If you line that up with your flying geese, there's glare on everything because it has the quarter inch seam built right in. So we could do that and trim off all 4 sides. In fact, I'm going to do that. And that trimmed up all 3 sides, right? But then you can turn it around. So you also could have taken any ruler and lined up with this dot in the middle. Now see, these lines are for that, but so you could have taken this one, the same line I used, and put the quarter inch, because there's also a dot right there on the quarter inch. I don't know if you can see it, but it is there. And you could have put that there. And as long as that diagonal was lined up, you could trim that, and it would have given you a straight edge there. But we didn't have that, or we didn't need that, because we used the other tool. So then I'm going to take it, and I'm just going to line up my 3.5 inch right here on this edge, and now this line will work to go straight down through there. So as long as I have this and this one and this one lined up, I can trim this. And I do see just a little bit out here, so I'm going to trim that also. And again, I can use this diagonal line. So I can line up the 3.5 and the diagonal line. 3.5, 3.5, diagonal. And there's just a hair here. Just some crumbs, really. Might not have had to have been done, but we did it. And I guess I'm not using that flying geese tool after all. Let me put it back away before I lose it. This was sent to me by, I wish I could remember her name. If you still watch me and you sent me this, please leave a comment. I would love to remember. All right, so now we are going to lay it back out. I did sew our sides together. This is our bow. And then our 3.5 inch pieces go on the side here. We're done with these. Let's throw them away. And now we're going to sew these 2 together. Or these 3 rather. I will be right back for that. Alright, I'm just ironing these to the outside because it's the path of least resistance. And now we are going to just sew it together. So we'll fold it down. I will pin at the end. And at the beginning. and in the middle. I want to pin right here in the middle because I want it to stay straight, and I want to make sure I sew right over the where the threads cross, and that should give me the perfect point. So I will be right back to show you that. All right, and now I'm gonna iron it and fold it open from this side because, again, the path of least resistance. But there it is. It's called, I believe it was called Gift. Yes, Gift. All right, and now I am just going to add my borders, just like always. And I'll just do on the sides and then the top and bottom. But I will do that on my own because it's just adding borders. You've seen it. But there it is. It's called Gift, Block 7. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you are making it and loving it. And I will see you all next time. Have a great day.